Hi everyone. In this video, I'm going to talk about the changes in inventory valuation that are done in Odoo 19. As we all know, in Odoo 18, the inventory valuation was managed through the traditional accounting methods that are the continental and the Anglo-Saxon approaches. But in Odoo 19, this has been completely restructured with the introduction of two new valuation methods that are periodic and perpetual valuation. So what do these mean? The periodic valuation is done manually at the end of a period where you can calculate and record the total inventory value, usually after a stock count. And as for the perpetual valuation, on the other hand, it updates automatically in real time. For every stock move, like receiving or delivering the products, it instantly updates the value in the account. So now let's take a look how these works in Odoo 19. For that, first we have to go to the accounting under the configuration. Let's check the inventory valuation. So here we have the inventory valuation settings. We have periodic at closing level and perpetual at invoicing level. So first I'll be explaining the periodic at closing level, which is a manual doing, and the periodicity I will be choosing as manual, but you will be having daily and monthly. And under the inventory costing method, I will go with the average costing method. And then we have the valuation account and also the journal, inventory valuation journal. So for this valuation account, I already have created one stock valuation account as a current asset type. And in here, we have two new fields, which are the expense account and the variation account. This expense account is to deal with the all purchases. So for if we leave it blank, whatever the company is using for dealing with the expenses like the purchases, then it will be taken the same. So I'm keeping it a blank. And for the variation account, it is actually for having the variations, like if we have already received that product and but not yet built, so in order to calculate that variation, we have this variation account. So I'll just move ahead into the inventory under the categories. Here we have a category for food. I have already added as an inventory valuation, which is periodic, and the costing method as average costing method. Also, we have added the income account, expense account, and also the stock valuation account. So now in this particular category, I will be creating one product which is already created, which is the butter cheese. So I have made sure that this particular product doesn't have any on-hand quantity or a first forecasted quantity. And let's do a purchase for this particular product. I have selected a vendor. Now let's select the product. Let's select for a 10 quantity, and this will be purchasing for 20, confirming this order. So now we have confirmed the purchase order but not yet received. So let's check if this affects our inventory valuation. So in order to check that, in the accounting under the review, we have this inventory valuation, which is a new menu. And under this inventory valuation, here we can see there is no effect as of now. So let's try to receive that particular product and let's check this stock valuation. So this purchase, I will receive the product, validated. Now I have 10 quantity on hand. Let's check the product stock. So here under the butter cheese, I have a total value of 200 and on hand quantity 10. Now let's check under the accounting inventory valuation. Here we can see the ending stock. There is a stock valuation for 200, and there is, we have already created like a purchased a 200, and there is in the transit account there is a variation we haven't billed yet for this 200. So let's close that. Let's upload the bill, and once we have all the details, we'll just confirm this. Now we have confirmed the bill and this is posted. Now let's check under the inventory valuation. So now there is no stock variation. Whatever we have purchased and whatever we have received, we have billed for that. So the ending stock valuation and the initial balance is now balanced like 200. Let's check our balance sheet. And here we have a current asset of 200, which is under this stock valuation account, we have a 200, and also we have to pay that back as well. So now, and for the profit and loss account, currently we don't have any effect to the profit and loss. So let's try to sell out all the products to a customer called Brandon, and I will sell all the product for 40, double the value this time. I just confirm this. And now we have confirmed it. Let's check the accounting inventory valuation. So currently we don't have any inventory valuation in here. Let's try to create. Let's try to create the validate the delivery. So under this, I will validate it. Now the product has been moved out from my inventory. Let's check my inventory valuation stock report. So here I don't have any inventory right now. Let's check the accounting inventory valuation. So now we can see there is a difference in our credit and stock variation, and the ending stock has been already closed. So let's create the invoice. I'll confirm this, and let's check our inventory valuation first. So here there is nothing in particular that is affected because we have chosen a manual inventory closing. So we'll have to generate the entry manually. And let's check for our balance sheet. So in the balance sheet, as we can see, there is the receivables has affected, and also let's check for the profit and loss. So here also we have the revenue which is we sold. Now let's close this entry. In order to close this variation, we have to create this generate entry under the stock valuation. So once we click on that, we will be getting a journal entry. So there we have the stock valuation and also the stock variation account we have chosen, like the stock transit. So we have the entry here. Let's just post it. Now that we have done, let's go back to the stock valuation, and here it is. Everything is balanced. So that is how we do the manual inventory valuation, which is the periodic level. Now let's just check for our this one and also the profit and loss. So this is how we do the periodic level transaction. Let's see how we can do our perpetual level. So for that, under the configuration settings, inventory valuation. So here we have to change it into perpetual at invoicing level, which is the automated one, which we commonly use for this Anglo-Saxon method. So the inventory costing method, I will be going for the average costing method, and right now I will be changing the valuation account. I'll just save this, and let's get into the chart of accounts and the. So here we have the stock valuation. So in here under the variation account, we don't need a variation account anymore because it is the variation account is clearly using only for the continental method. So currently we are using the Anglo-Saxon account, so we don't need a variation account. So let's remove that from the and under the inventory product categories, we have a new product category which is electronics, and the we have mentioned that the costing method is average costing method, and then we have the inventory valuation which is at perpetual at invoicing level, and then here we have this added the income account, expense account, and the stock valuation account. So now we have to create one product. I'll choose PC, which is a zero on hand quantity and a zero forecast quantity. So this will be the product I will be choosing. Now let's create a purchase order for this PC. I will be purchasing a five product, and the unit price I will add as 1,000. So now I have 5,000 product. Let's confirm this order, and I will receive the product, validate it. Once it is validated, I have added the PC count of 5 into my on hand quantity. So now let's check the inventory stock valuation. So here we have the PC on hand quantity is 5 and the total value is 5,000. Let's check our inventory valuation under the review. So here you can see the ending stock of stock valuation is 5,000, and also even though we haven't added the stock variation, there is a stock variation for like we have already purchased this but not yet billed. So let's go and bill it, upload the bill. Once we have uploaded the bill, I'll just confirm this. Now let's see the effect on the inventory valuation. So the stock variation has been completed. There is a ending stock and the initial balance is the both are the same. Let's see, is it affected the in balance sheet? So currently, it has affected, like the purchase has already affected, which is under the stock valuation account. The purchase has affected our balance sheet, but not yet the profit and loss. So the profit and loss is still under zero. Now let's complete the process by selling the whole product. I will sell out the 5 for 2000, which is the double the value. Confirm it. I have validated the delivery. Let's check our inventory report. So now I don't have any on hand quantity. I have already delivered the product. Let's see the accounting inventory valuation. So here we have the initial stock is still affected, which is under 5,000, but we haven't yet like there is a stock variation, the invoice and a delivered product under that. Let's check our balance sheet. So there is no effect to the balance sheet as of now, and then there we have this profit and loss. Profit and loss is also currently not affected. So let's try to um, create the invoice. Once the invoice is posted, let's check the inventory valuation report. So currently, there is no zero stock valuation. But in the periodic level, we'll have to close the stock valuation manually. But in this level, the stock will be automatically closed once the sales is completed. In the balance sheet, we will be having the stock valuation like at 10,000. It is affected. The stock valuation account has been completed to zero because we don't have any stock anymore. But in the receivables, we have the complete amount, and also there is a payable, which is our bill. Then under the profit and loss, here we can see the revenue from the product sales, and also there is a cost of goods sold account that also been reflected, which is for 5,000. So our profit and loss account also affected. So this is how we will be managing from 19 in the inventory valuation of each product. Thank you.